Well, what's going to happen next? I guess the food crisis has been solved. Although it didn't seem like it. Seems like we're just right back to where we started. But maybe we can prevent Chopper from being eaten in the next day or two. Let's go ahead and get into it. I impressed. One thing that impressed me about this whole thing was Carrot would make a good permanent member of the Straw Hats. She's funny, she's different, and you notice like everybody is kind of looks different. There's no two characters, no two Straw Hats who look similar to each other. You know, I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen, whatever it's called, and there's so many characters in the show that look like each other. It's a bit of a problem. None of these people look like each other. They're all wildly different in very different ways, right? So she fits that motif. Like, for instance, the guy he beat kind of looks like Luffy in a way. It's similar enough that it'd feel a little redundant if he was part of the team. He never was going to be. I'm just saying if he was, visually speaking. She looks different. I can totally see her becoming a permanent Straw Hat. I can also see her just being a recurring star like Jessica or Toy Soldier. When this arc is done, she goes home to the elephant. That's it. That's all there is to it. I can really see it either way. We'll see. But for now, she can hold her own. That's the main part. You got to be able to fight if you're going to be on this crew. You have to, right? All right, let's go ahead and get into it. You know where we are. And you know where we're going. 3, 2, 1. Looks like we're back to the main arc. I like when she nibbled that dude's ear. He went completely ballistic. Yeah, that was funny. Sanji, I've gotten tired of. That dude was funny. To my buzz, I've got to see a woman. Dumbass. We're out of here. Whole Cake Island. You know, I guess that makes sense that would be her name. You see how you could those are Whole Cake Island sound like you could hear the English in that. He said Whole Cake Island. I think titles of places and names of people they use the English pronunciation for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. It's very weird to me. Let me know what your observations are. Of course, this is all one recording session, so nobody's had a chance to answer me previously talking about this. But I do find it interesting. Yeah, man, they're rocking and rolling, man. Look at them. They're in big trouble. Yep. So we're hungry again. Pathetic. Shut up. You know, can't they fish from the side of the ship? I don't know how that works. Could you drag a net and catch fish in it and pull the net up? Surely you could, right? Didn't ships do that back in the day? I don't know if it works or not. Maybe they don't fly, or maybe they fly. Maybe the fish don't swim close enough to the surface to do that. So you could at least get fish. I would think. I don't know. Dumbass. Are we switching over to that? We're going to see from... I don't want to see the story from his point of view. I don't care what he's doing. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's what we're doing, isn't it? Also, this ship is creepy. Ugh. My least favorite Straw Hat with my least favorite Emperor. This is going to be painful. Is this actual candy floating in the air? That is weird, man. The hell is that? Huh. Warning signals, huh? I see. They're just standing there? Great. That's a good defense system. Swear allegiance to my left nutsack. We gonna meet his father? I assume we will. I say I don't care, but I would be interested in how did he end up on that cooking ship, right? I am curious about that. You have hot tea on top of your head. You realize how good your posture has to be for that? See, none of these people are serious. Look how this son of a bitch is dressing. He has tea on top of his head. And then her whole aesthetic is just ridiculous. Yeah. I will say this: I should up his loyalty a bit because he is loyal to his crew. I need to acknowledge that. But we'll see if the right woman and the all blue would change his mind. Would he betray them for those things? Boy, that's the truth. That definitely happened. They wasted all their food because you weren't there. Jesus. These guys are so weird, man. He's gonna like her picture. It's hard to tell, but she looks kind of hot. It's only gonna be interesting if she's hot. If he doesn't find her attractive, it won't matter. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's hot. She's built. She's got lips. She's got big, beautiful eyes. He's in there. Hey, man. Even I think she's kind of hot. I don't really get into the big breasts. I prefer small breasts, right? But she's got a very pretty face, so I could work with it. You people are not serious. Look at these idiots. Oh my god. You know what this reminds me of? What was that Pixar movie about the video games? Ralph breaks the internet was the second one. Ralph breaks something. I don't know. Wreck-It Ralph. That's what it's called. Wreck-It Ralph. The second one was Ralph breaks the internet. So Wreck-It Ralph. That's what this reminds me of. The Candy Crush racing game. That place reminds me. This is what this reminds me of. This probably came after that, considering where we are in the story, right? Wreck-It Ralph had come out before this story arc was designed and drawn, I believe. He probably got the idea from that. Why would somebody read that? I mean, I'd be interested, but why would a normal person read that? Hey, somebody mentioned comics would come into play. Hey, somebody mentioned this would be plot relevant. So there is fiction in this story, in this universe. Yeah. I see. Are we going to go into that story? Looks like we are. Why are you so obsessed with birds? Please tell me. Yeah. We got a story within a story. Now all that needs to happen is he needs to have a flashback, right? See, the author hadn't designed enough characters. He decided to design another 25 characters that have nothing to do with the actual story. Dumbass. So, the robot's feet are two ships, huh? Feels impractical. The music is reminiscent of the Superman music. Intentional, I'm sure. It's legally distinct, though. If you know Superman's first look back in the 30s or 20s, whenever he first came out, it's similar to this, too. He didn't look like he does now. He had a helmet and everything. Sorrow, Warrior of the Sea, huh? Yeah. The subtext has become text. Your hands are too big, by the way. Yep. That was my assumption going into the story. Man, get your tongue in your mouth. You are so weird. Normally, naturally, those are the ones you like the most, right? They get defeated for the sake of the story. I like how you put that. I'm rooting for the Empire. That's what TV Tropes calls it. Rooting for the Empire. Yeah. Such an effing weirdo, man. Even the door is weird, man. The hell is going on in this place? This feels like Oz. Now I'm starting to think this is Oz. More or less. Oh, my God. There's only so much whimsy I can take. I'm about to throw up. This has got more whimsy in one episode than all of the Harry Potter franchise. He's so pressed. You're a betrayer is what you are. I like this guy. His voiceover actor is incredible, man. I feel like he's done the character before in this series. His voice is vaguely familiar, but there's just a charisma to his voice. I like it. Oh, shit. Not the Hitman. You better learn how to stand it. They will tear you limb from limb, man. Limb from limb. They will tear your ass up. Matter of fact, the hell out. Oh, boo-hoo, bitch. Yeah. Dumbass. Now what? Who the hell is this? Oh. Is that Big Mom's daughter? Little Mom, I guess we call her, or Little Daughter? I don't know. There's got to be a better name than Big Mom's daughter. It's got to be her, right? Because I remember she had a daughter. I don't think we saw her before, though. You have to grunt like that every time you walk? Like every time you put a step forward? Are you shitting me? Jesus. Eat a salad. And this is me talking. At least I don't, like, sound like a rhino every step I take. Kick his ass. Sometimes you gotta educate. Get your bitch ass out of here. What the actual hell is happening there, man? Yeah. No problem. He's already forgotten. Damn, man. The food's probably all sweets anyway. Who the hell wants all that? Just close the goddamn door. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, door. What's with all the other doors in this room? I felt like this was a foyer to all the some bunch of other rooms, right? Because I saw a bunch of doors in the background. Good thing you ain't marrying her. Yes, that's Big Mom's daughter. Yeah. You know what this is? The world's smallest violin. Punk ass. Well, you know what? I wasn't looking forward to any part of his storyline, but that was entertaining. I have to admit. I'll admit when I'm wrong. Again, he's chasing Chopper again. I bet, isn't he? That's the only thing I don't like about Luffy. He's a little bit of a whiner, man. Sometimes, man. Oh, it's because you can't understand him in the original Japanese because he's so distorted. So they had to put the subtitles. That makes sense. They are trying to fish. That's pretty smart. Take off that hot ass hat and jacket. Every one of these dudes with fur is wearing a bunch of heavy clothes. Like, what the hell is your problem? I don't care either. She doesn't even have the energy to kick his ass. Tomato. You're all a bunch of whiners, man. What happened to the stiff upper lip? Drag a net. This whole fishing line shit ain't gonna work. Get a large net. Use Luffy's arm, as an extension, and drag the net as you go past, man. Then again, this water doesn't look very hospitable to fish, so. Ain't no fish in there, man. You might as well put your fishing lines up. They're dead as hell. Uh-oh. Boy, that's not good. Again? Again. Great. Too bad you can't eat this son bitch. He's too big. Although he comes pre-boiled, that's pretty good. You're such a psycho. Again, it always comes back to me. I keep imagining that voiceover actress in the recording studio doing that into a microphone. I bet it's so funny to look at her doing that shit. Hilarious, man. Get that fish's ass in here. They're gonna eat that shit raw, man. I hate his starvation face. It's very creepy, man. Come on, man. You can do it. Get his big ass out here. Get in the boat. They may have bit off more than they can chew. Yeah. You gotta stick the landing though, man. You better stick the landing. He's gonna get away. He's out of here, man. You better get him in the boat. They ain't doing shit. Okay, I guess they just ate him? Okay, all right. The way it looked like he might go all the way across the boat and then back into the water, right? I guess they're cutting out the part where they dismembered him and ate him raw. The hell is this? Jesus, man. So much weirdness. What fresh hell is this? Yeah. Great. Well, another piece setting, table setting, kind of piece setting if you're setting up a chessboard, table setting if you're setting up the table for dinner, right? We're not having dinner yet, we're just setting the table. So, another one of those episodes. Kind of wondering when this shit's going to kick off. I assume when they make landfall at Big Mom's Island, Whole Cake Island or whatever. Or I know we're kind of into it, like this is already part of the arc. I'm sure officially if you look at it, we've been in the arc for a few episodes now. But I'm talking about actually shit kicking off. I assume that's coming soon. One more thing, I wanted to go back and look at that story, see if there's any clues in what he says before we get into the imagery. Because a lot of times they'll say, here's this story. Like, for instance, what the hell was that called? It's the movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger goes to Mars. I can never remember the goddamn name of that movie. Total Recall. Jesus, there it is. I keep wanting to put the word red in the title. That's why I can't remember it. It's about a red planet. Red is not in the title. I keep wanting to say Red Planet, Red Recall, like Total Red, no, okay. Anyway, Total Recall. At the beginning of the movie, they lay out a scenario that they're going to implant into Arnold Schwarzenegger's mind. They're going to say, this is the story you're going to experience when we put these memories in your mind. And then the rest of the movie follows that script. And you don't realize it. He lays out a story, and you don't realize what he's doing. He's telling you the plot of the entire movie. And then you get to the end of the movie, and you look back, wait a minute. He told us the whole plot at the beginning of the movie, right? This movie's been out 40 years. I'm not spoiling anything. So, that's what I'm wondering what they're doing here. Are they actually spoiling plot points or something? Probably not. But if they are, I want to see if I can check it out. A hero who can walk on water. Accompanied by a transforming robot and a seagull. Can walk on water. Kind of like a Jesus figure. Transforming robot and a seagull. Chopper could be the seagull analog. Frankie, obviously, the robot. Who can walk on water? The Admiral? The Admiral rides his bike on water. We just saw that. Interesting. Okay. Fighting the evil armies of Germa 66. Okay, then we go into the imagery. I just want to know what his dialogue was. Because I was kind of talking and I didn't catch it all. Right, okay. Maybe there's nothing there. But I wanted to go back and check that out because sometimes writers will hide information in something like that. There's some fictional story. There'll be information hidden there. This is going to happen in the future in the plot. I don't see how this is doing that. It's so vague. It's just basically that here's the premise. They're not actually talking about any plot. If they talked about a plot of a story, we would have something, but we're not getting that. So I don't know.